So Espar is the manufacturer of most of the heaters in Freightliner trucks. Some of them come with Webasto heaters, but the Espar ones, they want you to fire that thing up once a month, every month, because if it's not, the combustion fan that is in there will get sticky, and basically it turns fine and everything, but it's not able to go at full speed. So a lot of times, if it's sat all year and never been fired up, that's usually it throws a code, I believe 71, for combustion fan speed too low. And uh, basically you just connect to it with Edith, and then you command it to 100%, because when it fires up it only commands it to 30%, which is kind of odd, but that is a lot of the times the case for when people don't do maintenance on their Espar heater. But usually you fire it up. If it doesn't fire up 3 times, it locks out. You basically have to reset the heater, which you can do with a paperclip and some stuff. You just go to Espar's website. I think it's called Dispatcher.com or something. It's really German, very German, and it'll tell you how to do that. But yeah, when you fire it up, you should hear the combustion fan turn on. Even if you hear it turn on, it doesn't mean it's going full speed. But you hear it turn on, and then you hear the clicking noise coming from the fuel tank. There's usually a clear line on there. You can see if the clear line is disconnected, or possibly if there's like air bubbles going through there. There's a little filter in that pump too as well. And there's several filters inside the unit that could cause it. The coolant hydronic Espar heaters are great because then they warm up your coolant and your block, so everything's nice and toasty. The aerotronic ones are the ones that use just air. So I mean, those are great too. So whatever. But yeah, I mean, check to make sure the inlet isn't missing the elbow on there. Make sure it's not full of crud. The elbow should be pointing down for the inlet. Evidently, pointing any other direction could cause issues like turbulence. But yeah, once it fires up, oh, plenty of other things that cause this thing to not run too. Your actual blower motor inside the cab, if that's not spinning, it's not going to command it on. There's a wake up circuit between the controller with the red and green, red and the rear HVAC controller has a wake up circuit for the blower motor. There's the wake up circuit goes to the PCB controller that controls the ParkSmart. The PCB controller then sends a signal to command the Espar heater on. And there's like a supply voltage from the SAM cab. What else? The structure is a little bit different between a Cascadia and a new Cascadia. So Cascadia is a dual windshield. New Cascadia is a 2-piece windshield. 2 completely different trucks. It's like they're not even the same manufacturer. They're 2 completely different trucks. Except, the Detroit motor is the same, but everything is just wired up very different. Very different. So that's some of the things that can cause your Espar heater to not work. Obviously, power, ground, ignition voltage. Little fun fact, the Espar heater is not on a data link, so you will not be able to pull any codes for the Espar heater. You have to manually connect with a Y harness at the 8-pin connector, I believe. Little square black connector that actually comes off of his pigtail on the Espar heater itself. So the rear HVAC controller will send fault codes. The PCB, the Park Smart controller, that will also send fault codes. But the actual Espar heater and the Espar heater display, both of those are not on data links. So pulling and close the diagnostic link is not going to work. Sydney, come on, dude.